Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulphurblade, and welcome back to War on the Sea, and our continuing Let's Play series. In the last episode, we had a very successful airstrike against the Imperial Japanese Navy, where we sunk 2 light cruisers and a heavy cruiser. That's going to leave 2 destroyers and 1 heavy cruiser left in that particular task force that we plan to mop up probably in this episode. We're also trying to hunt down 3 DDs that were sailing south in the Solomon Sea towards Milne Bay, so we need to get our air cover out looking for that. And there is a submarine that we know of somewhere west of Santa Cruz, so we're certainly going to want to find him. We don't want him sneaking around, getting anywhere near our carriers, or even getting down into this area where he could potentially interdict our convoy dog, if and when it's ever going to be hauling more stuff. I'm hoping the 15th of August will be more oil. If not, I may just load some soldiers up anyway and send them to start, I don't know, contesting Florida or something. But yeah, let's go ahead and start getting some of these guys up in the air. Course. Alright, something like that. Reynold, you need... No. Santa Cruz? And Enterprise, what's going on with you? 3 Wildcats, we could probably get 2 up in the air. Going... like that. And Hornet. Two Wildcats, verifying nobody is sneaking through here. That would be very bad. Hornet's ready to launch. Oh. Okay, we've got a float plane getting in here, which could certainly be from the heavy cruiser that's currently in the slot. Enterprise, launch aircraft. Sure. Go with all 5 wildcats. And then we will begin the encounter. Pause. Atlanta, turn on your... Yeah, even turn on your sonar. Enterprise. Atlanta, you're leading. So go ahead and decrease to, say, 11 knots. 10 knots is fine. That should give us the eyes we need to know where to send our wildcats. Let's actually go back and take a cinematic view at the carrier task force. We don't get to see it very often. But yeah, there it is. It's a simple, effective carrier task force as far as I'm concerned. You've got the Atlanta, which has decent sonar capacity, as well as decent AA. You've got the Enterprise on the inside of a circular column, with 2 DDs on the flanks. It's safe and effective, low cost. It's a good budget grouping. Alright, let's watch the action. Really, guys? It's a float plane. Seriously. How many wildcats does it take to shoot down a float plane? There he goes. Alright, that was that encounter. Retreat, leave, confirm. Alright, these wildcats, we're gonna have them swing out something like that. Enterprise, what do you have for strike craft? 10 Dauntlesses, that's a decent group. I think it could certainly finish off. Yeah, it could. It could. Let's do it. Go find... Go find your food. what do you have? You've got Wildcats, Dauntlesses, Avengers. Let's get 2 Wildcats up. Doing that. And there's our food indeed. I think the Dauntless could get a little closer before we start this. Maybe something like so. Nor. Alright, now we'll go in. All of you form up. Start. So, Dauntless, well actually, which one's which? Hello? Why isn't this working? Do I have to unpause? No. Alright, well, let's try this binoculars. Yeah, it looks to me like 1 is the big guy. So target 1, attack, not all of you. 5, target 3, attack. 6, target 3, attack. 7, target 3, attack. 8, target 2, attack. 9, target 2, attack. And 10, target 2, attack. Alright, that'll work. This may be overkill on the destroyers, having 3 on each. So I have a feeling the destroyers will at least be sunk. 4 Dauntlesses on the heavy cruiser should sink it, but they might not hit it enough. So if I expect to see anything walk away from this, it's the heavy cruiser, I suppose. dive. Down we go. I don't know if there were enough hits on the heavy cruiser. Destroyers are both sinking. Excellent. Will this Aoba get away? Moderate, moderate, probably. Although now it's sailing with no escort. It's got a good list. That's not good. Heavy damage though now. Fires are out. Well, that's too bad. Alright, looks like she's gonna live. So 2 destroyers sunk. And the heavy cruiser still walks on. We're up to 108 command points. That is a pretty decent amount. Just want to theory craft some stuff here. How expensive are the big boys? South Dakota's 80. North Carolina's 80. Baltimore's a heavy cruiser. Available 15 April 43. So it's not actually available yet. Interesting. Well, what? It's not going to say how much it costs, huh? Then the Wichita is 26. There's only one Wichita. Okay, but it's straight up more expensive because reasons? 8-inch with a range of 3,000 yards, huh? Sounds pretty impressive. Well, the New Orleans actually has a farther range. So does Portland and North Hammond and Pensacola. Huh. The Pensacola actually has 10 guns? So the Pensacola has more guns. There's the Cleveland and the Atlanta. I like the Atlanta. Alright, 20, 40, 60. Yeah, I think we need to save some more money yet. Okay, so where are we? Are some more command points, excuse me. Santa Cruz, do you need to get air out? You do. Rental. Building. So 1 wounded heavy destroyer. These 6 Dauntlesses I think would be perfect for that. You'll find her somewhere there, I'm sure. You guys can RTB. You've done your job. Oh, actually, I have these B-17s coming into the pocket. I wonder... Enemy ship spotted near Wildcat, huh? I have 5 Wildcats here. Though it's highly unlikely they're going to sink a sub. They have a shot. A minute, small shot, but a shot nonetheless. So let's give it a try. All of you warm up. Target that guy. And attack. There it is, right up there. Looks like she's starting to dive. Or I'm seeing things. We are gonna slow down to get more shots on station. And then we'll speed up, leaving. Go ahead and attack again. Alright. Wildcats didn't do it. Didn't think they'd be able to. And we will retreat whenever it lets us. Minor damage. However, you can start your there. That's your boxish place. That is your happy home. Enjoy your happy home. Hornet ready to launch. I have B-17s coming into place. How much endurance do they have? 5. Where would... Go to tactical. Just go to tactical. We're looking for a heavy cruiser, guys. It might not have been 30 minutes yet, but it may have. Alright, and let's speed it up. B-17s get so little target practice. I want to give them as much of an opportunity as they can whenever they get over here. Though they tend to never find anything because, well, we've typically blown them all up with the other carrier-borne aircraft before they get here. They just mistime things. I think we would have seen this heavy cruiser by now. What is visibility right now? It's probably really good. Yeah, 80%. Be nice when and if they ever model the ports. Would certainly give my B-17s a little more to do. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything. But we can't say we didn't give it the old college try, now can we? So we'll wrap this up. Enterprise is ready to launch, eh? Actually, what does Enterprise have to launch right now? 6 Avengers. You know, we just made. There it is. You know, I wonder if we would have actually, because this was in the circle, we just didn't really, we got impatient before searching that sector. Oh, good. You're going to turn right there. Excellent. And tactical. Start. Show me the money. That's right. How about everyone just form up? I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm going to be breaking all of those anyway. Am I? Yeah, I am, because if I bomb in formation, they're going to mostly miss. That's true. Okay, so target, yes, attack. Oh, they've already broken on themselves. Alright, I'm fine with that. Go, 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 go. Don't let it escape, boys. We were looking for you, Mr. Aoba. Did you think you'd get away that easily? Took out one of our heroes. Come on, let's go that way. Let's go that way. Go that way. Shit. We lost 2 Dauntlesses. You know, the times when you don't think you're gonna lose planes, you do. Critical. Yeah, you're gonna go down this time. You are going down this time. All those secondaries, and you're still floating. Fire from bow to stern. Tip to stern. There she goes. There goes another Japanese heavy cruiser. Granted, we haven't quite torn off their surface fleet as much as I would have liked to by now. Compared to some other playthroughs of other people I've been watching myself, I'd say by this point they've probably sunk more heavy cruisers than I have. However, I think I've by far sunk more submarines than any of those other guys have by this point, though at the same time, I don't know if it's because I'm more fixated on it or not, but I just feel like I'm getting a slightly different mix of stuff thrown at me than they did. It seemed like they were spammed a lot more with big fleets than I've been. And also I hear that there's supposedly been changes to the AI, and so some of these guys I've been watching have likely, a lot of the content was from previous patches, where the AI might have been more spammy with what it sent around, though it still seems to be fairly spammy, don't get me wrong. I think they got a lot more spam than I have so far. So you can kind of tell that Killer Fish Games seems to be making slow and steady progress on the game. Anyway, there goes an Aoba class. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. Another 12 command points. And we can RTB you. You're part of the Hornet. Huh. Got an interesting mix of the Hornet's got most of its Avengers, and the Enterprise has most of its Dauntlesses. The Enterprise is low on Avengers, and the Hornet's low on Dauntlesses. At some point, I'm going to have to start sending one of them back to resupply aircraft. Wonder if I should start doing that now or not. What does the Enterprise have? Well, the Enterprise is low on Wildcats, though, too, isn't it? Actually, there's an easier way to look at this. See? Yes. 23 of 72 on the Enterprise. And 28 of 72 on the Hornet. So maybe I should send the Enterprise back first. It kind of makes sense in my mind. Yeah, we're gonna start doing it. "22 hours. So this time, well, not this time, about noon tomorrow, The Enterprise will arrive. Rattle can launch. Enterprise is ready to launch. We might as well get the Dauntlesses looking before they leave theater. How about something like straight up the gut? Something like that. ASW 203. Okay. I think that'll be their first action, right? Right, we're looking for torps. There they are. Alright, we've got a general bearing of something like 310 to 300, but 305 maybe? Clark, you're going to break formation, pull it up to 37 knots, and come a little to starboard. And Phelps, up to 37 knots and minute lead to port. Start turning back, I believe. And Clark, you need to come back this way. Hard over. How's Clark doing? You can straighten up. Come down to 13. Might as well turn radar on. Couldn't hurt anything. Right, straighten out. Slow down to about 13. Go active. Clark, go active. What sea state do we have? 6, huh? Great. With a layer, even. It's all stacked against me. Well, because it's all stacked against me, let's cheat. Well, not cheat, but let's be a little gamey. Right, in the immediate vicinity... No. I would assume off the bow this way. That would be the best assumption. And I'm hearing the sub. There he is. Yeah, there she is. Which direction is she heading? Okay, so you're actually going to slow down to about 5 knots. Phelps, you're gonna speed up to 14 knots and come ever so slightly this way. We'll hit time compression a little bit. Right about there. straighten out, please. Alright, off of our bow. Yeah, you are right off the bow where I thought you should be. Okay, she's starting to come into visibility here. Okay. A little yonder this way. Maybe a little bit more than a little yonder. A little bit more to starboard, please. There we go. Go ahead and pause. Let's target that, please. Come on down to 12. A little bit more to starboard. Doing 6 on a bearing of 066, and she's doing 7 on a bearing of 065. Okay. Okay, start bringing it back now. I overshot? I did. Son of a... Alright, let's slow up a little bit. Now, straighten up, and then come back hard, Am I gonna overshoot again? Kidding me. I'm really screwing this up. Bring it back. Bring it back. Straighten it out. This is gonna have to do. Terrible lineup, actually. Because you're farther off to the left, we're going to fire a little early. And we're going to slow down. Good deal. Give me one more of those. And we should have her. Make turns to come back. Alright, make turns to come all back. She's blown ballast. Actually, should I? No, I want to save my depth charges. I'll finish her off with the deck guns, that's fine. AP or HE? Probably HE. That's all I have is HE. Can I do a manual firing on that spot, please? Probably not. Come back a little bit. What? I lost her. Oh, son of a... That was bullshit. Fire. Alright, hold fire. You held fire. Okay. How am I doing? Of course. But that's another submarine down. How the heck? Just think about this. You somehow managed to hit the torpedoes from a bow. That's quite a shot, I have to say. That's pretty tricky. Now, the repairing of the bow makes perfect sense. Secure from active sonar. Aloft. There are men working aloft in zones 2, 4, 6, and 8. Do not rotate or radiate any electronic equipment or gas turbines while men are working aloft on board USS Clark. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Just one of those things. So yeah, when you retire from the Navy, you, in a way, you kind of... I know for me, I missed all of the words of the day. You got so used to hearing those things that would happen at very specific times each day that I ended up just making a tape and having them play at my house for a few years. Might sound corny and weird, but just one of those things. The one I'll never forget, though, flight quarters. I hated flight quarters. Oh man, I don't know why I ever volunteered for that duty. Jesus Christ. I never slept. I had so many jobs on board the ship, I just never got any sleep, especially because it's flight quarters. Anyway, how's the repairs going? Another 39 seconds. And I got paid a little bit more money for taking part in that particular duty, but I don't think it was worth the money, to be honest. 7, 6. Alright, we're fully repaired. We can get the heck out of here. Leave. Confirm. That's another submarine down. Excellent. And we'll let things cruise forward here a little bit longer. Hornet's ready to launch. I really should think about launching with Hornet here shortly. One thing I'm pondering right now is I've got 100. The command points are kind of eating a hole in my pocket. And even though I have 3 anti-submarine warfare groups, I don't feel like I have enough, especially when one is coming back in RTBing. I think I need another ASW group. Well, I may not need another ASW group, but I'd like to have another ASW group. However, this particular ASW group, I would like it to be able to, how do I put it, contend with these formations of 3 destroyers. Right now, my current ASW groups are 2 destroyers. I could make a 3. I could start increasing them to 3. I could. Or I could throw Atlantas with them. But then the Atlantas wouldn't be available for the other formations. I think I'm overthinking it. Just leave the ASW groups be ASW groups. Leave them with 2 destroyers and just make a different surface action group for dealing with surface action needs. Yeah, that makes more sense in my mind. Alright, I've talked myself out of it, but I am going to get another ASW group. So, new C. What have I been using? I've been using the Porter class, right? Well, C, yes. And actually, if this will probably be the last group unless I'm going to switch over to a different class. I think 4 groups is probably good. Okay. And that's 2. That's 3, and that's 1. This will be 4. SW Squadron 4. Sorry. That is what I'm calling them, right? Yeah. Done. Course. A course is a course of course of course. Yeah, over here. And how about the sub bag? So I've got this one heading up here. Got this one heading here. I'd like to start getting a little more offensive with the sub packs. I feel like that would be a good thing. I've been a bit defensive with them. I have you come up and sit around here, you could do small circles like this. That would free up that sub to maybe get in a little more offensive positioning. Yeah, I like it. And I've convinced myself I'm gonna get another sub pack. Sub pack 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna have you head like that. All right, now I've spent some command points, so I don't. It makes me feel like I spent command points, but I didn't really spend that many command points. But it satisfied the urge, and thus I still have a good stockpile, which means I'll be able to get something cool in the future because I'm being a tight-fisted cheapskate now. Though I do feel that these are good, economical, valuable units that I can get a lot of good results out of. I think the submarines, I haven't been getting a lot of activity out of them, obviously because I don't have them in positions that run across a lot of activity. I've kind of been using them more as kind of a defensive screen at this point. And I probably will continue to do so until they all get into position, and then I might get a little more offensive with them. But for now, it is what it is. Anyway, I think this is as likely a good a spot as end to end this episode. We're just going to take a look back at the enemy losses. So the Aoba that was sunk is the Kinagasa. The Kagero Destroyer, the Momi was the Kaya. The Furotako was the Keiko. Nagaro was the Yura Sendai. So yeah, we're slowly but surely sinking a fair number of ships. And getting a fair number of command points. We're up to 252,000 total tons sunk and 43 ships, which isn't too bad when we've basically only lost 2 Tamper-class submarines so far. Which I'm still a little bit aggravated about losing those guys. But it's my fault. It was a learning process. I couldn't figure out how to retarget. And by the time I did figure out how to retarget, it was too damn late. Anyway, I said I was going to wrap this episode, so let's wrap up this episode. I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.